So there's Martino Goretti, 38 years young, the Italian lightweight sculler, multi-world champion, and his opponent from the Shanghai Jiao Tong University, Yi Liu. And Goretti, would you believe it, Mo, is coaching the Swiss 8 in the Thames, Ehrenbach, who are coming down in about 10 minutes. I don't know if your coach ever raced just before you rode?
No, I'd be quite worried if my coach did race. Although I have been coached by some really strong pedigree in the McNuffs, and I wouldn't put it past them to have come down the course at some point.
So Goretti is riding in a beautiful boat. If we can get a shot of that boat at some time in the race, it is a Stanley boat, and all boats used to be made of wood. I raced in the World Championships in wooden Stanley. Goretti just moving out on his Chinese opponent there, and it is all wood. It is stunning. I reckon it'll be the only wooden boat here at this regatta.
Oh, I'm sure. I agree with you there. Everything has moved to modern technology and carbon, so to be racing in a wooden boat on this iconic course as well is fantastic. And we've got contrast of styles here, right? You've got a heavyweight sculler, you've got a lightweight sculler, different rating, different power exertions.
Yeah, Goretti's trucking. He wants to get back quickly to watch his crew in the Thames, doesn't he?
He probably needs to get on the launch as quickly as possible.
And I'll tell you what, 38 years young, but the 39-year-old Sir Mark Cavendish, the Manx missile, just won the 35th record-breaking Tour de France stage in Saint-Vulbas, beating Eddie Merckx's 34 record. So it just shows you, Goretti is showing us, just like Cavendish did, and there's a shot of that boat, Mo.
Oh, it's beautiful, and it's got the clear canvas on top, which means you can see the inner workings of the shell. And these wooden boats are so iconic. When I first joined rowing and you could see them up there, and you wondered why people still kept them. But now, having grown to love the sport and knowing how historical they are, they're a piece of art. They take a lot of craftsmanship and a lot of skill to be able to create a stable, beautiful shell like this.
I want a scull in that boat. If he gets knocked out, I'm going to ask him if I can borrow it for a scull on the Henley course, I think. So Goretti on the left, the Italian who is rowing for the Moto Guzzi Club, which I think is based on Lake Como in the north of Italy, and Yi Liu from the Shanghai Jiao Tong University. He was in the Chinese 8 at the World Champs, both in CHN in 22 and Belgrade in 23. Generally rows up in the 2 or 3 seat. I haven't seen him sculling before, but the Chinese do kind of, you know, interesting things with their sort of sweet rowers and say, right, you're in a single now, mate. And there he is. I guess the fastest Chinese sculler is the guy out the double, Zhang Yang, who probably will be in, I think he's in Paris. He's only qualified for it. So Mo, as we watch this race come down, can you confirm, a little bird has told me that you might be doing a bit of commentary in Paris?
Yes, I am. I'm very lucky and excited to be joining the team in Paris, and we'll be co-commentating. But the sculler from China, Liu, feels like he's come back on Goretti. Maybe Goretti has gone out too hard in anticipation to try and get back quickly, but I think this is a closer race than what we first suggested.
Yeah, I know. We were giving it to Goretti on a plate. Look at you there. He's not the prettiest sculler to watch in terms of there's a lot of power there, but not a lot of subtlety. But maybe that's what you need in this sort of water.
Yeah, it's what you need in this water, and also for this size, sometimes you don't necessarily need the skill. Maybe you can be slightly less efficient than your lightweight counterpart, and what you're putting in, whether it's 80% or 70%, is still incredibly effective.
So there are the blades of the Chinese sculler, Yi Liu, who has forged his way back into this race. I look down the course, they have about 35 strokes to go, and the man from Shanghai that we were kind of writing off when Goretti had about a 3 or 4 length lead, it looks like he's just ahead of Goretti. There he is, Mo.
Yeah, he's taken the lead now, and maybe Goretti has paid for his early exertion. He's got some pedigree, raced for Italy for the lightweights in 2 Olympic Games, but to go down in this course and to be coaching down this course as well is probably a very unique situation that not many rowers will have done at the same regatta. But these are lovely conditions as they come into the finish. It seems like the wind has calmed down, and Sculler from China looks like he's about to take the win.
Yeah, Liu has done a fantastic job. He just kept his rhythm, didn't he? I think Goretti tied, to be fair. But Liu will go on to tomorrow, where he will race Alex Twist of Riverside Boat Club, another veteran at 38 years of age. And Liu is just 27, so he's got about 11 years on both his opponents, the one today and yesterday. Confirmation, Liu of China beat Mario Goretti in the heat of the Diamond Sculls.